Okay guys, what you guys missed, all I did was screw everything down, all the hardy backer down. I cut some pieces, hang on. So these are the two pieces that I broke out. So they should go right in here now. That's interesting. Yep, so there's the one. And this one's gonna go up here. Should. Like that. Let's see here. Okay. Like that. So now what's gonna happen, I'm wearing a shirt that's entirely too small for me, but I'm gonna be spreading thin set. I'm gonna do all the corners and everything and all the screw holes and all that stuff. I'm gonna go grab some paper and I'm gonna cover the shower base so we don't mess that up. So what I'm gonna do is I'll probably just time lapse it all, and yeah, that's what we're gonna work on tonight. So we'll get back to you guys. All right, everybody, this is really simple, not really that big a deal. All I'm doing is spreading thin set on the seams. Once I get some thin set on the seams, I'm going to go ahead and take some of the mesh tape, and this is actually tape designed for tile and thin set. So basically all you do is you're going to take your mesh tape, press it on there, spread some more thin set on it, and kind of push it around, and what you're doing is you're trying to create a nice solid seam in between your hardy backer boards. So as you guys can see in the video, pretty simple. Nothing too crazy. There's Christy coming to pick on me, make sure I'm doing okay. She's doing her supervisor job. So yeah, that's all I'm doing here, guys, is just spreading thin set, getting everything all kind of covered up. Really not that big a deal. Pretty simple. I had to bleep a little section out because I've been over, and since my shirt was entirely too small, you can see my butt crack, and I'm not trying to let you guys check that out. That's special views only. You can check that out on my OnlyFans page. I'm just kidding, I don't have an OnlyFans. But in the video, you guys can see I just did the horizontal. Now I'm doing the vertical stuff. Really quick, really easy, really simple. All you're doing is just sealing everything together and make it all one. So enjoy watching, and we'll see you guys soon. Okay guys, as you can see what we got going on here, I've spread all the thin set. I put all my tape in. Got the backer board all in. I cleaned up the shower pan because I'm not this brightest guy ever, and like I said, I was going to cover it and I didn't. So I think that's as far as we're going to go this evening, but I just wanted to show you guys kind of what we're working with. We'll let this dry. I might put another coat on. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow what it kind of looks like. And next step's going to be red guard. Here we are in the shower again. I've covered the bottom, and what we're going to do is red guard everything. And we're going to do the walls and everything. I got some gloves. This stuff's pretty nasty. So one of the things you want to do is, if you're going to be playing with this stuff, I would recommend covering your hands up, just because it can get pretty nasty. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a roller, a paintbrush, and a bucket of red guard. So I'm going to go grab it and I'll show you what we're going to do. Alright, so I grabbed my bucket of red guard, I got my gloves on, and I'm starting with the corners. I'm just taking my paintbrush and I'm running along all the corners first. Now with red guard, you're not necessarily painting. What you're trying to do is you're putting on a coating, basically a water protectant or a water sealant. So you want to put it on kind of thick. Again, I've never used red guard before on a shower. Everything I've done is a while ago, before red guard was kind of even out. Maybe it was just coming around, I don't know. I did it all the old school way, but I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about this red guard, so I figured I'd give it a shot. So next I grab the roller, start rolling it on, and that's what you guys are seeing in the video. So next video we'll kind of run you through what we did, and hopefully you like it. Okay guys, so here we are. We got the shower all red guarded. Take a look at that. I'll turn this thing around. You see that? So I personally have never used this red guard before, but I've been told basically what it does is it's kind of like a water protectant. You're supposed to put 2 coats on. So there's the first coat, and we'll do the next coat tomorrow. So hopefully Sunday morning we'll get up early and maybe we'll start hanging some tile. But there it is for now, guys. All right, we'll see you on the next episode. Okay guys, as you can see, we've been working on the shower quite a bit. We got it all red guarded. Second coat of red guards on. I've peeled up and uncovered the shower pan. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna start laying tile. But before we start laying tile on the wall, we want to lay it out on the floor first so I can get an idea of how I want to lay the tile out. We'll pull a couple measurements, and once we pull the measurements, we'll know how we want to lay the tile. So first off, I just want to show you guys what it looks like now. This is after it's been red guarded. Everything's all good to go. So right now, next time you see me, I'll be laying out some tile on the floor. All right guys, I'll see you then. Okay guys, let me show you what I got going on here. So basically what I've done is I've laid out the tiles roughly where I want them to lay in the shower, okay? Now I know I have 5 foot 9 inches, 5 foot 9 and a quarter inch, okay? So basically what I did, these are your little gaps, okay? So these tiles, this is how they come. They're the little subway tiles, but they're all tied together. So normally this is a deco tile, but since this is an RV, and the shower might move around a little bit, I wanted to go with a smaller tile rather than a bigger tile. So basically all I'm doing is I'm taking my piece, okay, and I'm putting it in here. That way my gaps are the same. And right now this is just laid out on the back tailgate, so I don't care if it's not necessarily centered all perfect, okay? What I'm trying to figure out here is my 5 foot 9 and a quarter. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull from the bottom, okay, and I'm gonna come up here. Now I told you I wanted the center of the 4 foot mark to be, I wanted the center of the deco to be around 4 feet, so all you can see I'm off there. So I'm gonna come up 1 tile, okay? Now we're a lot closer. It's not perfect, but it's a lot closer, right? So now if we're at the bottom there, 5 foot 9 and a quarter, okay? That's what we're going for. So we're shy, okay? So it's not gonna work there. So we'll go back down to the bottom one. We're going for 5 foot 9 and a quarter. So as you guys can see, if we're all the way at the bottom, right here, we're at 5 foot 9 and 7/8. So we know it's too long there, okay? So that's okay. We know we're gonna have a piece on the bottom. We're gonna cut that last piece. So essentially, this piece is gonna come off, okay? But we only need to take, let's see, 5 foot 9 and a quarter. So we need to take 5/8 of an inch off the bottom tile, because like I said, I want to keep this top tile the way it is, okay? So essentially, if we measure off the bottom of the shower pan 5/8 of an inch, that's where this row of tile right here can start. Does that make sense? Because we know we got to add 5/8 to the bottom. So this tile we're going to cut, this bottom strip will be 5/8. So let's go measure it out and double check and make sure it's all going to work. All right. All right guys, here we are back in my tiny little shower. So remember, I told you 5/8 of an inch is what we got, and we have a little more than that to play with, you know what I mean, but that's roughly what we got. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a mark along the bottom of this thing, 5/8 of an inch. To make our life significantly easier, rather than measuring 5/8 of an inch, okay, I'm gonna measure 12 inches because that's what those tiles are. They come, and then I'll just rip the 5/8 or however much got to come off the bottom of that tile I'll cut, and then I'll just put a bottom piece on. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure up 12 inches from the shower pan. Fairly easy. So come right here, put a crow's foot, come right here, put a crow's foot, same thing on this side, crow's foot, okay. Ugh. There's not a lot of room in here, guys, so I'm just working with what I got. Come right here, 12 inches. Here, 12 inches. Okay. That. And right here, another 12 inches. Okay, then I'm gonna take my level. Now granted, nothing in this thing's probably gonna be level because the trailer's not sitting level. Oh. But this is gonna give us a base mark of what we got to work with. What is a tight fit, huh? This level is right at 2 foot also. We're gonna cheat. Stick her in there. So as you guys can see, it's not perfectly level, but the trailer is not level, so I don't care. All right, so we make that mark. Come over here, do the same thing. As you can see, trailer is not level, but again, we don't care about that. We just want it to be all square. Come on this side, line our marks up. Just like that. Okay, and one more time. Okay guys, I got another straight edge. It's not quite long enough, so we're gonna put another 12-inch mark right here. And just tie the two together. Like that. Take this piece like this. And mark there. So mark there. Come across like that. Down just a touch. There we go. See, something ain't copacetic right here. So let me pull a couple measurements and we'll take a look at what's going on here. See, 12 inches. 12 inches. It's a little high. He's a little high. But the question is, why? What's going on here? It's like the shower pan dives off. Okay, let's measure off the ceiling. We'll check it. So we're gonna go from the ceiling. So right here we're at 57 3/16. I'm sorry, 3/8, not 3/16. Right here, 57 1/4. Let me check this again. Here, Yeah, 57 3/8, so I'm off an 1/8 inch. Okay, 57 1/4. 57 3/8. Ooh, 57 1/2. 57 1/2. 57 1/2. So we're 1/4 inch all the way around, but that's what we were originally. So the question now becomes, are you gonna be able to see a 1/4 inch when the tile's in there? And looking at it, me personally, I'm gonna say probably not. And being I'm not a professional, between grout lines and everything, it's probably not gonna be perfect. Also the fact that you can't even look at this thing, like you gotta think, when I'm walking in here, I can only see one section of the shower. Now I see the whole shower. And then when I'm in the shower, I don't think you're gonna be able to tell that this thing's maybe off a little bit. It's not that it's off so far, it's insane. Also, this is a trailer, ain't nothing level in it. Who says that this is true? I don't know if the shower pan's true. There's too much going on. So I think we're gonna go ahead and let it ride and see how it comes out. So I'll show you guys why I use the 12 inches real quick. So each one of these tile pieces is 12 inches. Oh no, it's not, it's 11 1/2. See, I messed up. Now I gotta start all over, but that's okay, we all make mistakes. So it's 11 1/2. So I got to move that line down a 1/2 inch, or I'll just come down a 1/2 inch off that line. It won't be a big deal. So I'll go redo that and then we'll be back on here. Okay guys, as you saw, I made a mistake while measuring the tile. I thought that they were 12 inches, but they weren't 12 inches. So I went through, remeasured everything, did it basically exactly the same way as I did it the first time. Really not much of a difference. So went through, remade some marks, and it was good to go. So the funny thing is, I didn't go through and triple check my measurements, okay? So as you guys are gonna see in later videos, actually I think it's probably our next episode, I start actually setting tile in the shower. As I start working up the wall, I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, something just does not seem right. I get to the very top and I'm like a 1/4 inch off. So I had to rip a 1/4 inch off a piece of tile. And I was really upset. I was like, man, I spent all that time measuring and I'm trying to teach you guys how to do it and just give you guys a rough idea on how it works. And I messed it up. The shower actually looks pretty good. But I did mess up. I did make a mistake. And like I said, we're all human. It happens. I'm working on this shower after I get off work at my barbershop every day. So sometimes I'm kind of tired. It's late in the evening. You know, when I measure it during that day, I think it was on a Sunday. So realistically, I don't have any excuses, but it is what it is. I didn't catch it. Overall, I'm happy with how the shower turned out. But I just wanted to hop on here and show you, you know, we do make mistakes. We're all human. And it is what it is. And when you guys are doing your, you know, do it at home projects, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I mean, I could see if you were a professional tile installer and you made a mistake and, you know, somebody was paying you $10,000 to do a shower and you had a cut piece up top, maybe it might be a problem. But for all you do-it-yourselfers and people watching my videos and just wanting to kind of learn how to do it and do your own thing, hey, if you make a mistake, it is what it is. You learn from it. You know, maybe on the next one or your next project, you won't make that mistake. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys, you know, learned a little something today. And next video, we'll be laying some tile. So we'll see you then.